going on, Jerome's? So, of course, obviously, allegedly, the Minnesota Fighting Vikings are out of the playoff picture, but I wanted to take a glance at who is in, who's on the bubble, as well as the draft, as well, plus the Vikings 2025 opponents as of right now. Right. So, in the AFC, you got the Broncos at the 1 seed, whatever. Stupid Sean Payton, Bo Nix. It's mainly because of that defense, man. I know that Bo Nix had a big-time game against the Packers, but also it's the Packers. It's the Packers. No, so, the Broncos, I feel like both the AFC and the NFC are wide open this year. And the Super Bowl, I don't know. I have no idea. No one has the idea. Leading the divisions, so we got the Patriots despite the stumble against the Bills, blowing the 21-point lead. Jaguars leading the AFC South. Jaguars playing some damn good football lately. Liam Cohen, Duval, they got those dudes playing well. And all this without Travis Hunter, too. And Trevor Lawrence actually looking competent, actually looking like a $55 million quarterback, number 1 overall pick. It's crazy. Steelers, whatever. It's the Adam Thielen effect. They're 2-0 since picking up Thielen. All right? And the Steelers, I feel like this is the lull right now where they're feeling good, even though because the Ravens completely mailed it in, as well as the Dolphins in cold weather. Wild cards. So you got the Chargers, who are charging around the outside at 10-4. You got the Bills also at 10-4. As we said, if the Bills don't win the Super Bowl this year, with everybody out, they're never gonna do it. All right. So no Burrow, probably no Lamar, no Chiefs, no Mahomes. If they don't win this year, they're never going to win. 7 seed, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I feel like the Texans are my dark horse Super Bowl team because I feel like with Nico, with Woody Marks, when he's healthy, and Stroud actually getting things together, also Ed Ingram, hello, with that defense, I feel like the Texans defense is the best in the league, and I feel like I love how they just line up. Just line up, say, F you, you're not going to beat us. That travels, and I feel like the Texans, if they just get CJ with a spark of offense, they're going to be dangerous, man. 8 seed, you got the Colts. So, in Indianapolis started out 7-1. And of course, all the injuries, all the machinations, all those things. So they're currently 8-6, standing outside the fire. I like Phillip Rivers a lot. Great story. I don't think that he does enough to get him over the hump. Right, and they got the 49ers on Monday Night Football hosting. So, I mean, that'll be a highly rated game, but I feel like the Colts are just going to come up short. And then the Ravens, it's done. It's dusted. Their Waterloo was last week against the Steelers. For the NFC, so I got the Rams in the 1 seed. I think we're destined for a Rams and Texans Super Bowl. I don't know why. I just feel it in my loins. You feel it in my undercarriage. And then you got the Bears, whatever. Absolute paper champions, 10-4, Mickey Mouse football team, plastic team, whatever. 3, you got the Eagles. No. The Eagles they got right at home against the Raiders. Congratulations. Good job being Gardner Minshew. 4, you got the Bucks. So I feel like who wants to win the NFC South? Well, will it be the Bucks again? And honestly, Todd Bowles should probably be fired. Just a complete and utter collapse against the Falcons. The Panthers clearly don't want to win either. So, I don't know. Wild cards, you got the Seahawks. So, where have we seen Sam Darnold with a team that racks up a lot of wins, but they're still a 5-seed wild card? Weird. Yeah. Thursday night, they take on the Rams. It's going to be a huge game. Huge. Both teams at 11-3. And then you got the Niners at 6. I mean, if San Francisco can start to get a little bit healthy, they'll be super dangerous, right? 7, you got the Packers quickly fading. I don't know. Would you rather have the Packers or the Lions in the playoffs? And the Vikings play both, and the Vikings could seriously piss in both their Cheerios, knock them down a peg or two, or even potentially out of the playoff picture, which would be great. Panthers, again, they're only hanging on to if they can beat the Bucks in the NFC South. Then the Cowboys, right. So the Vikings effectively knocked them out of the playoffs. They needed the Eagles to lose all 3. The Cowboys need to win all 3, but we'll see. Draft order wise, so right now the Vikings are playing the Giants this upcoming Sunday. Giants have the number 1 overall pick. Now remember, when it comes to same record, the only tiebreaker that matters, or the number 1 tiebreaker, is strength of schedule. So if you have the same record against a weaker schedule, it's implied that you're a worse team, so you get the higher draft pick. It's convoluted, but yeah. So you got the Giants. Raiders and Tennessee Titans all locked up at 2-12. The Giants are clearly tanking. The effort that they put out against the Commanders, so hopefully the Vikings can help out the Giants with their tank on Sunday. The Vikings currently sitting at number 13 at 6-8, locked up with the Dolphins, who just got into the Derby after just completely being obliterated by the Steelers. And then you got the Chiefs in there too. It's weird that Chiefs got to have a top 10 pick. Yeah. Also the Falcons-Rams draft pick watch has been one of my favorite things this year. But the Vikings currently sitting at 13, and I know the whole tanking people, but the Vikings are probably going to end up somewhere in the 10 to 14 range, somewhere in there for the draft pick. So just look good. How about the last 3 games? How about look good so you got momentum for next year? It's going to be really damn important. And right now, allegedly, the Vikings are at the bottom of the NFC North, so they can catch the Lions. If the Lions lose out, the Vikings win out. But right now, the Vikings would have a 4th-place schedule. And now remember, your place in the division really only affects 3 games. Now that's a 17-game schedule. It used to be 2 games. But in the divisional rotations, the Vikings play the NFC South as well as the AFC East. So their home games, they got 9 home games for 2026. You got your standard division games, Bears, Lions, Packers. And then you're hosting the Falcons. Could be Kirk Cousins, hosting the Carolina Panthers, hosting the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully Josh Allen won't hurdle Anthony Barr like last time they were there. And also hosting the Miami Dolphins, who, I don't know, their quarterback better not be Tua. Also, right now, since the Vikings are in 4th place, they'll be hosting the NFC East 4th-place team, which would be the New York Football Giants, as well as the AFC South 4th-place team, which would be the Tennessee Titans. So, good times. On the road, you got your division games, Bears, Lions, Packers. Then you're on the road at the Patriots, Gillette Stadium. Good times. As well as on the road at the Saints. Now, the Saints are slated to host a game in Paris, and the NFL just loves tossing the Vikings over to Europe for no reason whatsoever. So the Saints game also is the only reason why the Saints are playing in Paris is because of the fleur-de-lis and because of the French influence in New Orleans. Nolans, is that it? Is that really it? But on the road against the Jets, terrible stadium, which we're also playing in this weekend. At the Bucks, let me kind of So hey, can we get the Bucks game like late in the season, like December? Because it's a long December, reason to believe. Also at Arizona, can we get that one in December as well? Can we get? All right, so division game obviously week 18, but how about week 16 to 17? You're at Tampa, then at the Cardinals. It'd be nice. Yeah. If Josh McCown is still on the staff, we can revisit that. No. Cardinals knock the Vikings out of the playoffs. But anyways, that's looking ahead. Right now, the Vikings are sitting at 13, probably going to be drafting in that area. Perfectly fine. Go do it up. Anyways, that's it. You guys are the best. You know what to do.